What if I told you I made these samples right here? Using only AI. With a website called MusicLM, I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let's get into the video. Yep, so those 3 samples that you heard at the beginning of the video were samples that were made by AI. And I know that we are scared. Well, I'm not scared, but I know a lot of people are scared. They're mad, they're upset that AI is coming to make the job easier for pretty much every industry. So I used a website called MusicLM, and MusicLM is, I'm assuming it was available at one point in time, but now it is not available for the full public at the moment. I think you have to sign up to test it out or whatever. So I signed up to test it out, and thankfully I got accepted like the next day, literally. So it was super dope. I'll put the link for that down below in the description so that you can go there, sign up, and hopefully you get accepted to test it out. Now, of course, with this being AI, it's not perfect, okay? It's never going to be perfect. With AI, it's not a human being. It's just taking frequencies and analyzing things and honestly just pulling things from different places and patching them together to make it make sense sonically. But it's still good. It's still a dope thing to have. Let's say you're a brand new music producer and you have no music knowledge. You have no knowledge of anything, of how to play keys, how to do really anything. But that's okay, because that's where MusicLM comes in actually. And the way that they set it up is where you can do certain prompts and you can say 70s soul midnight vibe in a slow tempo. And what happens is once you hit the enter button, it pretty much brings up like 2 prompts that you can like check out and listen to and things like that. So I thought that was super, super dope. Now, as you saw, it's not gonna come out with a full song. Maybe 20 years down the line, that will be an option. But here, I think we only got about 15 to 17 seconds of the actual audio. But usually, as a music producer, speaking in terms of a music producer, most of the time, that's really all we need to sample something. We don't need a whole record, a whole album, a whole song. We'll have a whole album and a whole song, but we're only taking a tiny portion of it. So MusicLM is perfect for that. So if you're a brand new producer, or even if you're a vet in the game like me, somebody who's been doing this thing, you know what you're doing, you can go on MusicLM and really kill it. I am gonna make the samples available that I did use right over on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/TheyCallMeHeat. Sign up, you can get all the samples that I use in every single video, every single week. So if you go over there now, you can get the sounds from today's video and the sounds from previous videos as well. So head over to Patreon, you can get these samples, and I think there's about 13 samples that I actually did, that I prompted myself. So you can grab those up right over on Patreon. All right. I really like the first sample that was played, so I'm probably gonna end up using that. Let me get this into Serato sample and then start chopping it up and figure out, where we're gonna go. Super dope. I like that. I'm gonna put this back into this mode here, the hold mode, so that it doesn't play it straight out. I did some pretty good chopping here. All right, so I fixed all my chops on the MPD now. Now I'm good to go. So I'm gonna go get some drums, probably lay a little quick drum pattern down, and then, try to flip this sample and see what I can come up with. I know I was off beat, so super off time, like crazy, but it's all good. All right, now I want to get some hi-hats. Where are the fire hi-hats? Where are we at? Ooh, I kind of like that. All right, so I got the hi-hats on point as far as like just timing wise. We need to get that good swing on them. So I'll put some SSL EQ on the hi-hat just to, you know, I like the SSL EQ. I like the tone it gives. Super dope. So now I need to put that snare in there that I have. All right, super fire right there. Okay, so now let me see. Let me go back to Serato sample and see about this sample and what we can do to make this work right here. I'm chopping samples from AI, baby. What we do? What are we talking about? Like what? Let's get it. I'm about to drop that pattern in there real quick. All right, I'm gonna have to obviously fix some of the chops, but music producers, are you struggling with making better beats? You make a beat and it's just stuck in a loop and you just don't know what to do? Listen, head over to boombapuniversity.com to grab up the Cooking That Boom Bap Masterclass. In this course, I'm showing you literally how to chop samples, how to make better drum patterns, how to get those drums to knock, because I'm teaching you how to mix too. And like I said, I'm gonna teach you how to arrange that beat from that loop or that 8-bar loop that you have, turn it into a full beat so that you can give it to someone so they can rap on it, they can sing on it, or you wanna put it on a beat tape. Either way, I'm gonna show you exactly the full process on how I make my beats, how I find samples, how I make my drums knock in 1 2-hour course. Cooking That Boom Bap Masterclass, head over to boombapuniversity.com and pick up that course. Let's get back into the video. Okay, so I do need to slow this down a little bit. It is at 100 and I think that maybe let's try like 93. Stop playing. So I took it from 103, time stretched it down to where now it's down to a BPM of about 77. I think I can go down a few more, but it sounds so amazing. It's AI. Wow. I think I could go get arcade and add some extra elements. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is nuts. So I got a chime sound that I want to use in here. All right, so I've got arcade now, which is super fire. Love it. I got this, and I feel like I know where I want that to go, so I'm gonna put that in there real quick. And yeah, this is coming. This is crazy. Whoa! Listen. That's crazy. So if I mix that with what I already have here like this. Wow, I ain't even put a bass line in this yet and it's already sounding so, it's crazy, yo. This all stemmed from me making a sample with AI, like, wow. Now I wonder if I extend that out, like, I like where it's at, but I wonder if I should extend that piano out. So I'm gonna go grab a bass. This is, whew, this is just out of this world. Wow. And don't forget, if you are a member on Patreon, you get the sounds to every video every single week. So all these sounds I'm using here will be tracked out for you to have to start making your own beats or whatever with it. Now I'm torn on what type of bass I should actually use. I'm thinking of like a synthy bass, like some type of synth bass. Okay, I got it, y'all. Okay, I pretty much followed like the same thing as far as the sample chops go. I didn't like go crazy on the chops, so I might be able to like make this bass line like that, then maybe make it unique so that it's its own pattern now, and then change up like the second part of it. Now, I don't think I used the proper notes for the down, like the down slide, but it's still cool. Everything still came out super dope. I think I could still add some elements that will really make this thing crazy, like some vocals, just like, go crazy on this. So I found these voices or these vocals in Arcade. I'm gonna kind of like chop it up and use it in different ways and see what I can do. Hopefully it sounds good, but I think what I did just a second ago was really dope. That's what I like pretty much wanted to do. I might, you know, swap it, change it, do something different. But as far as that goes, this is dope. Woo! AI can do some things for you. That was crazy. That was bananas, man. That was bananas right there. All right, y'all. Well, I mean, that was some fire. That was super fire, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video if you liked what you heard and you saw today. I love doing this. This is super amazing. You know what I'm saying? I love finding new things and being able to create with new things. So MusicLM, shout out to whoever made MusicLM and shout out to whoever hit the approve button on my testing, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, this definitely brought another, you know, layer to thinking or of thinking when it comes to making beats for me now. So I can still go digging for records. I can still go dig on YouTube. I can still make my own samples. I can still sample other people that make samples and things like that. But now I have another option that I can make the sample that I'm thinking of and want to chop up. I don't have to go dig for it. I don't have to go look for it. Now I can say, hey, I want this style. Now I can turn it into something different. Thank you for watching, y'all. Until next time, I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate all of y'all. Yeah. See you in the next video.